What's going on? What's going on? We are going to, let's see. There we go. There's audio. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? We are going live. MansaTek Webinar Wednesdays. This is our last Wednesday of the month. We're going to get started here in just a couple of minutes. We're going to give folks a few minutes to join before we get started. But appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this final Wednesday of the month of March. What's up? What's up? I don't know where you're watching from. It doesn't tell me, but I see we got one viewer from Facebook or YouTube. But we're going to be getting started here in just a few minutes. We're giving folks a couple minutes to join us here live on Zoom and giving folks a little bit of time to also join us on Facebook and YouTube. And we're going to get started here in just a moment with our final MansaTek webinar Wednesday for the month of March. Appreciate you all for joining us. We're gonna get started here shortly, so hang out with us. Appreciate it. And I will be doing some Q&A, answering some questions at the end of the webinar. So if you've got any questions, I'll also be talking about the special that we're gonna be doing. So yeah. I want to play some music, but I don't want to get flagged. So we're not gonna play no music today.
Recording in progress.
Let's see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get to it. MansaTek Webinar Wednesdays, March 29th. Let it go. Hello and welcome to the MansaTek Training Academy Scrum Master webinar. My name is Victor Adatiba. I am an enterprise agile coach. I've worked for organizations like Nike, Walmart, Toyota, Microsoft, and AAA. I am the founder of MansaTek Training Academy, where we help students transition to six-figure careers in technology with an average starting salary of around $132,000 per year. Our students are up just over $21.6 million in job offers. And today I'm going to teach you guys about our program and how we've had so much success and see if this program is right for you. I want you guys to ask yourselves a question first, though. How would $120,000 a year impact your life? The number one reason most people join our program is because they are looking for an opportunity to increase their salary. And so the average median salary is between $30,000 to around $50,000 a year. So how would increasing your salary to $120,000 a year feel to you? How would that change your lifestyle and the things that you're doing or wanting to accomplish in life? $120,000 a year comes out to around $60 an hour, $2,307 a week, or $10,000 a month. Would you pay off debt with that? Would you retire a loved one with that? Would you maybe purchase a new home? Would you maybe send a kid to college? Really interested in understanding what you guys would do if you would have the opportunity to earn $120,000. So leave me a comment letting me know what you would do if you were able to increase your income up to $120,000 a year. Number two reason a majority of people join this program is for the work-life balance. On average, most of our graduates report that they work around 3 to 5 hours a day. And so how would a 3 to 5 hour workday affect your life? What would you be able to do differently? Would you be able to maybe pick your kids up from school, drop them off at school? Would you be able to maybe be more helpful around the household? All of these things are potential changes that you have the opportunity to experience when you make a transition into technology or a career as a Scrum Master. And finally, how would the ability to work remotely affect your life? Majority of our students report that they're either working a remote role or they're working some sort of hybrid role, which is 2 days in the office, 3 days from home, or vice versa. And so when you're able to combine the opportunity to increase your salary and earn 120K a year, reduce the amount of time you have to work to earn that income to 3 to 5 hours a day, and also have the opportunity to work remotely, whether that's from home or on a beach somewhere, right? All of these things are the benefits that our students express that they get the opportunity to have once they make that transition. Now, you're probably wondering a few things, and we're going to address most of these throughout this presentation. Number one, is it really possible to make a transition into technology? Well, I can tell you successfully that after 3 years, going into our fourth year of running this program and having over 70 graduates from the program, it's absolutely possible to make a transition into technology, whether you have a background in technology or not. Second question is, how quickly can you make the transition and start working? Well, on average, it takes our students around 3 to 5 months to complete the curriculum and get their first offer and start working. But I've seen it done in as little as 30 days. I've seen it take as long as a year for people to make that transition. But it's all dependent on you and how quickly you can understand the curriculum and put it into practice, and how hard you're willing to work to accomplish your goal. How much does it take to get started? Well, we've got a total of 3 different packages, and I'll go over those packages towards the end of this presentation, but we're definitely going to discuss them. What am I doing wrong? Well, we have a lot of students who come to us that are maybe already certified, or maybe were working as a Scrum Master previously and lost that position for whatever reason, and are having a hard time finding a new role. And there are a few different reasons that that could be, but when you come into our program, you come into this MansaTek family, we will support you in making that transition and helping you understand what you should be doing and how to make that transition as smoothly as possible. And finally, am I wasting my time? And again, over $21 million in job offers, over 70 graduates. You're not wasting your time. A career in technology, a career as a Scrum Master can be extremely fulfilling, and it's not a waste of time for you. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about my journey through technology and how I wound up at where I'm working today. My first role in technology, I started working for Wells Fargo, and I moved to Fujitsu, worked at Microsoft Xbox, worked at a company called YPO, worked for Microsoft Office 365, Toyota, back to Microsoft again, AAA, Nike, and a few other companies in between there. But it didn't all start roses. I want to take you guys on a journey. I want to take you guys back to about 10 years ago. This is me and my wife when we were dating, and I was considering proposing to her, and I wanted to get married, and I wanted to, start a life, have children, house, the whole 9 yards. And I had a very particular lifestyle in mind that I wanted to be able to live with myself and my wife and my family, right? I knew that I didn't want my wife to have to work if she didn't want to. I knew the types of vehicles that I wanted us to drive. I knew where I wanted us to live. And so as I started kind of doing the math on what the monthly cost for each of these things would be, and I'm doing the math with the paycheck that I'm currently earning, and I was earning right in that average, right, or just under $30,000 a year. The math wasn't mathing for me, right? It wasn't adding up. I didn't understand a clear path to how I could earn the money I was currently earning and still live the lifestyle that I wanted to be able to live, and give my wife the ring that I wanted to give her, and propose in the manner in which I wanted to propose. And so shortly after that, I was talking to some family members at church, and I heard them saying that, oh, I had a position that I interviewed for this week, and they made me the offer, and they offered me $25 an hour, which comes out to around 50K, but I turned it down because I know I could get an offer for $30 an hour. And that kind of blew my mind right at that moment because um, these cousins were younger than me and less professionally experienced than me. Yet they were earning, had the potential to earn about twice what I was currently earning. And so I had to have a conversation with them to find out, what are you guys doing? What career field are you in, and how do I get in, right? And so they told me that they were in technology, they were in IT, and they gave me some information to study, some books to read, some websites to go over. And it was that weekend, literally, that I made the decision to make a pivot into technology. And so shortly after, I was able to get my first role, and within a few months, I was able to move up into a couple of new roles, and I was earning enough that I could see that the trajectory for where I could go would help me to live the type of life that I wanted to live with my family. And so that Christmas, I gave my wife a Christmas gift, which was 2 round trip tickets to Paris, France, where on December 31st, New Year's Eve, I proposed to my wife. And the following day, on January 1st, we got married in a private ceremony in front of a Parisian chapel. Since then, we've been married for over 8 years now. We've gone on to have 3 beautiful children, Audrey, Victor II, and Michaela. We've purchased homes, we've purchased investment properties, right? We've lived a lifestyle that I don't know would have been possible had I stayed on the track that I was on. So I've been extremely blessed to be able to live the life that I have and earn the income that I've been able to earn since making this transition. Well, not only did I make the transition, but my siblings also made this transition. And you'll see in the green hat, my brother, black cat standing in the back, my sister, my father seated, my mother standing in a white shirt, my son and my niece there as well. And my siblings made this transition with me as well into technology, working as Scrum Masters. And so in the middle of the pandemic, or at the beginning of the pandemic, my mother was a healthcare worker. And so we made the decision that we would retire my mother so that she didn't have to go out and work and go out and have to, put herself at risk and my father at risk, right? Along with having the opportunity to retire them through the income that me and my siblings were earning. In the middle of the pandemic, we made the decision to purchase my mom and dad a new vehicle. And so this was the day that they took delivery of the vehicle. This was a Mercedes-Benz SUV. And so this was an extremely emotional day for all of us, right? It was a blessing for us to be able to try to pay them back in some small way for the 30, 40 years of hard work that they had done for us in raising us and in building our family. And so we were happy to be able to give that back to them. But I know you guys probably didn't join this webinar just to see or hear about the wonderful things that Scrum has been able to do for me and my family. You guys are probably more interested in what my students have to say about the program. And so we've got a couple of testimonies here from some students. We've got Sasha that says, Mansa Tek has changed the way I career think. It feels like I went from a school counselor to an IT professional overnight. I have gained the skills and knowledge to soar to the top of this industry. I speak my worth, I negotiate well, and I am supported here. Doing this journey alongside others who look like me is beyond valuable. Thank you, Mansa Tek. And we got Dr. Tawana that says, I so love the community that Mansa Tek fosters. The leadership alone is outstanding, which embodies excellence. Everyone on the team is caring, helpful, and very knowledgeable of the practice. After going through the program in 3.5 months, I am in a position and on target to make over $250K and more annually, which has really blessed my family. Building wealth through knowledge is amazing. I will continue to recommend this program to people looking to make a difference in their life. Blessings, Mansa Tek. And finally, we've got Crystal that says, being part of this program has opened my eyes to what I'm fully capable of and how to push myself to greatness. I went from being a hospitality manager with no time for family, set schedule, or weekends off to having family time and having my weekends to myself. It may seem small, but to have that time and freedom back are huge aspects I'm grateful for. This experience has been worth the investment to have a better life for myself and my family. My income doubled as well as my time. I encourage any and everyone to be a part of this program in any capacity.
Hi, my name is DeAndre Morgan, and I am a graduate of the MansaTek training program. I started the program in February of 2021, completed in April of 2021. My experience within the program was very positive. very supportive. The curriculum was robust, and it really prepared me for my daily life. In this case, as an agile professional, um, I was able to receive multiple offers, three in fact, from three Fortune 300 companies. Um, all of them were for at least $120,000 and up. I've had friends and family go through the program and had the same success that I've had, receiving multiple offers um, from multiple companies paying um, six figures and up. Um, and so I would really recommend the Mansa Tek training program for whatever IT profession you're looking to break into, whether it be Agile and Scrum.
I'm Brandon Massenberg, Scrum Master here in Dallas, Texas. I'm thankful for the program. I was able to go through within about 60 days to go from an IT professional to really a really polished agile practitioner and land several opportunities through the program. I'm thankful for all the relationships I built as well because all the other alumni, we talk regularly, we kick off ideas with one another, and just use our collective experience to help each other grow. So once again, I'm just thankful for the program.
Good day, good morning, good afternoon. This is a testimonial that I am giving for Victor Adetiba and MansaTek and the experience that I had with the Scrum training. It was phenomenal. I was pleased. I feel like Victor prepared me to go not only get the job, but know how to negotiate and get the money that I deserve. I can promise you that there is no way I would have had the skills and the confidence to negotiate comfortably with recruiters and hiring managers if I didn't take his course. So I'm going to back up to the course, and I learned everything that I needed to know to be successful, to sound um, advanced, which I was advanced by the time I finished the program, right? I think that Vic not only has a great curriculum, but he also has a great support system. And I'm always choosing coaches and choosing programs based off of the support because for me personally, that's what I need to succeed. So I have a network of amazing people, not only just from Texas, but all over the nation. And some people are even international. And that sort of coaching and mentorship does not stop when you graduate. We still have access to the calls. We still have access to like insider job opportunities. We still have access to events that are networking events and just time to hang out with like-minded people. It's been an amazing experience. So before I did Vic's Scrum Master um, coaching, me and my children were not living in this house. But since I was able to secure a very, very nice um, lump of money with my Scrum position, I was able to afford a house. And that to me was the biggest takeaway. I've been trying to save for a house. I've been trying to mentally prepare for a house. And I really realized I didn't want one because I thought it was going to be too much stress, right? If I was making the money that I was making before, I was a teacher and then I was an instructional designer, I would have been check to check. I would have been broke, house poor, and unhappy. And I did not want that. So that's why I never went forward with purchasing a home. But now that I'm in a new tax bracket, I am able to afford this home and have money left over and do all the things that I want to do for my children and myself. I know I don't look like it today, but I go get my face done and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just very thankful. So if you're on the fence, I would say go ahead and do it.
I also got some text that I want to show you guys that some students sent. Hey, I just remembered to send my job offers in Burst, 112K salary. Delta Dental, 115K salary. State of Austin, 12 more contract to hire, $63 an hour. All fully remote for an IT asset manager, all landed in the last 30 days. Another text message. I wanted to say thank you. Literally, my life changed. I've started my second Scrum position, and I never would have imagined that I could earn this much income. 140K plus the added 130K, it's crazy. I'm earning $250,000 working 6 to 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. So blessed and thankful. And then we got some offer letters that I'll show you. Congratulations, we're pleased to extend you an offer as a Scrum Master. annual salary of 103K, annual bonus of 10%, and a relocation bonus of $10,000. We got another one, 13,333 a month, which comes out to 160K a year. And finally, a Scrum Master position, $80 an hour, which comes out to 160K a year. At MansaTek, we pride ourselves in empowering our students. And so you may ask, how does MansaTek empower their students? Well, we've got virtual and in-person communities of practice with support from certified working professionals in your career path. So we're going to connect you with other Scrum Masters in the industry that are actively working to support and guide you through this process. We're also going to support you with your resume setup review and professional networking profile setup support. We've also got some mock interviews and boot camps that we run our students through to make sure that they are prepared for their interviews and prepared for their jobs when they start working. And finally, we've got a specialized self-paced curriculum that is specific to your career path where our students learn by doing. So on day one of enrolling in our program and working through the curriculum, you won't just be reading a lot of information or watching a lot of informational videos. You will be doing Scrum on day one of entering our program. And so we've seen so much success with students that get this hands-on experience for the duration of the program, and we're looking forward to being able to see the same success from you. Let's talk about a little bit of our results and what our MansaTek graduates are doing in the job market. So we got over 70 graduates with just over $21.6 million of job offers for our students. Majority of our students get certified, complete the program, and get an offer of $100,000 or more in 3 to 5 months, under 5 months, we'll say, right? Black women make up 46% of our graduates compared to 12% of the composition in the STEM space as a whole. And 62% of our graduates do not come from an IT or computer related background. That means a majority of our students don't have an IT related background. And so they're coming in from a totally different career path and they're still able to see success through our program. Average salary just over $131,000. We got currently around 55 students enrolled, over 70 graduates. Some companies that our graduates have landed at: Home Depot, Pepsi, Capital One, WageWorks, Fidelity, Nike, Nebraska Furniture Mart, Walmart, Sam's Club, Jewelers Mutual, Wells Fargo, Loanbeam, Express Docs, Charles Schwab, Toyota Motors, Toyota Financial, American Electric Power, CBRE, Red Hat, Swift, Silicon Valley Bank, State of Louisiana Department of Education. Literally, if there's a company that has a mobile app, if they've got a website, if they've got a portal or a platform where you can log in and access account information or make a payment or see the status of your account, there is a technical development team on the back end that is supporting and making updates to that system. And there's probably a Scrum Master or some sort of agile delivery lead working with that team to help support them in that software. Some industries that our students have come from: information technology, education, the medical industry, transportation and logistics, customer service, mortgage, publishing, and fast food industry. One of the questions that we get asked is about job demand, right? If I go through this program in 3 months, in 5 months when I graduate, will there still be job demand for the role of a Scrum Master? And so I'm going to encourage you to do what I did. Don't just take my word for it, but go to the professional networking sites. Go to ZipRecruiter, Monster.com, LinkedIn, Career Builder, and search for Scrum Master roles. On this day that I searched for Scrum Master roles, there were just over 118,000 Scrum Master positions available. And if you look at the salary of just a couple of these, you can see $50 an hour, $55 an hour, 100K to 150K per year. You would be qualified for these positions once you graduate from our program. And not only do you qualify for this specific title of a Scrum Master, there are some other titles of positions that are available that you would also qualify for as a result of coming through this program. And we will walk you through that process and help you set up those job alerts for all of those roles and let you know what those key words that you should be searching for are once you come through the program and graduate. Now, what is a Scrum Master? I get this question asked so often that I had to create this website. What is Scrum.com? Well, Scrum is defined as a lightweight framework that helps people, teams, and organizations generate value through adaptive solutions for complex problems. Well, that is a mouthful and still doesn't necessarily tell you exactly what Scrum is or what the role of a Scrum Master does. So go to this website, whatisScrum.com, and you're going to get access to a free video series that teaches you exactly what Scrum is, and will help you decide if you want to make a transition into this career path. So this is a piece of our curriculum that I've taken from our larger curriculum that's going to teach you a little bit about the roles in Scrum, the events in Scrum, and the ceremonies in Scrum, and kind of what a Scrum Master's day-to-day look like. So go to whatisscrum.com, register there, and get access to this free video series that will teach you exactly what Scrum is. Now, let's talk about our tuition options. So we've got a total of 3 different tuition options. We've got our guided coaching package at $12,000, our group coaching package at $6,000, and our self-study package at $3,000. And the number one question that I get when I talk about our tuition packages is, do we offer financing? And the short answer to that is yes, we do have a financing partner in place to help with financing if you're unable to make that payment all at one time. You can go to FlexBuy, that's Flex with 2 X's, FLEXXBUY.com/MansaTek to fill out an application now to get approved for financing of one of these programs. You can also scan the QR code that's in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen now. I want to do a deep dive into each of these packages and talk about what the packages entail. So first, we're going to talk about our self-study option. And so our self-study option is $3,000, and this gives you access to our online curriculum for 6 months. This is the same exact curriculum that you get across the other 2 tuition packages, but we give you access within this one for 6 months because we found that usually it takes students a little bit longer to complete the program when they're doing it self-study. So you get access for 6 months, access to our private Facebook group, professional networking profile setup instructions for your LinkedIn, Monster, Glassdoor, etc. You get our interview prep list, 100 plus interview questions and answers, our Scrum vocabulary words and definitions, our Scrum Agile cheat sheet, our suggested reading audiobook list. And if you need access beyond the 6 months, you can extend your access for just $100 a month. The total value of this package is $7,500, but we are offering this to you for just $3,000 for 6 months. Our next tuition option and our most popular tuition option is our group coaching package. And so our group coaching package is $6,000. This gives you access to the online curriculum for 3 months. And because you're going through this with a cohort or with another group, we found that students usually find that motivation a little bit easier to complete this curriculum when they're working with other students through this process. So you get access to that curriculum for a total of 3 months, and you get access to all of the same things from the previous package as well. So the new additional items that you get with the group coaching is you get access to our coaching calls. We have our coaching calls on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central on Zoom every single week. And so through these coaching calls, you have the opportunity to join a Scrum team for a total of 3 months. You have the opportunity to participate in 13 sprints over 3 months. You also get the opportunity to run 1 full sprint as the team's Scrum Master. We're going to give you access to over 7 hours of reenacted interview audio. We're going to give you 3 professional references as a result of coming through this program. We're also going to get access to our interview boot camp where we give our students the opportunity to review their resume with one of our instructors, go over interview questions, review their narrative, and just really make sure that they are finely tuned and prepared for their interview process when it comes. We're also going to get access to over 250 plus job leads. We're going to show you how to get 250 job leads a week for you to be able to apply and find your next Scrum position. You're also going to get access to our mobile app community. We've got a mobile app that we communicate and interact with apart from Facebook. You're also going to get access to our group chat with over 100 Scrum Masters. And if you need to extend your access beyond the initial 90 days, it's only $100 a month to extend your access for this particular package. Now, the value of this specific package is over $15,000. If you added up kind of what we've seen in other coaching packages and what other programs charge, total value of this is around $15,000. And again, tuition for this is only $6,000 for 3 months. The final tuition option that we're going to discuss is our guided coaching package. And again, our guided coaching package is also going to include everything that the previous 2 packages included, but you're going to get a few extras that are going to kind of set this one above the other packages. The first thing that you're going to get that's not included in the other packages is our one-on-one coaching and mentorship. The previous package was group coaching. So all of the coaching that you get is going to be in a group on those group calls Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. You're also, with our guided coaching package, going to be assigned an accountability partner. You're going to be assigned a personal mentor, a personal guide. And this guide is going to be someone who was exactly where you were at just a few months ago or even a few years ago. This is going to be someone who is actively working as a Scrum Master and has successfully gone through this program and received their first offer. So they're going to be able to help coach and guide you through this process and support you in any of the struggles that you may have. You're also going to get access to our salary negotiation framework. Now, if you've never worked in IT before, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to negotiate your salary in regards to IT, right? There are certain games that recruiters play, and there's a certain way for you to negotiate your salary. So I put this framework together, and I'm going to give you access to help you negotiate your salary. We've had students negotiate an extra $10, $15, even $20,000 on top of their salaries. So this salary negotiation framework will pay for itself, usually the first time you use it, and will continue to pay for itself over and over again. Next thing you're going to get access to in this particular tuition option is going to be our dealing with recruiters framework. Dealing with IT recruiters can sometimes be daunting and frustrating. And so you're going to want to make sure that you're minimizing the amount of time that you're spending on the phone with recruiters that aren't recruiting for roles that fit your specific skill set. You're going to want to make sure that you have an opportunity to identify recruiters who may not necessarily be legitimate recruiters, but may be attempting to scam you out of your information. And so we've got a specific framework for how we deal with recruiters. So we're going to give you access to that as well. We're also going to get over 8 hours of reenacted interview video. So you're going to get the opportunity to see what Scrum Master interviews look and feel like, and you're going to be able to use that to prepare you for your own interviews. You're also going to get the opportunity to shadow a working Scrum Master for a full working day. So an 8-hour working day, you're going to be able to shadow a working Scrum Master. We're also going to give you the top 3 Scrum Master certifications in the industry. Those are going to be included in this tuition option. And so those 3 certifications are going to be your SSM, which is your Safe Scrum Master certification. That's going to be your CSM, which is your Certified Scrum Master certification. And that's going to be your PSM, which is your Professional Scrum Master certification. All 3 of those certifications are going to be included in this particular tuition option. And again, if you need to extend your access beyond the 90 days that is included in this, for only $100 a month, you can continue your access beyond this. Now, total value of this, when you add up all of the individual value of these items, is really going to be around $42,000. But we're giving you this tuition option for just $12,000. And so the question that I usually ask students or attendees of this webinar is, if you had to invest $42,000 for an opportunity to earn $120,000, $130,000, $140,000 a year, would that be worth it? Would that be a fair trade-off? And generally speaking, most people say yes, because we've got people who spend 4 years in college and not graduate with the opportunity to earn up to 100K, right? With the average salary being 30 to 50K, most people are investing $40,000, 4 years, and to graduate from college and an opportunity to earn maybe $50,000 a year. Well, Here you have the opportunity not to invest $42,000, but to invest only $12,000 and 90 days for the opportunity to earn 100, 120, 130, $150,000 a year, which is the highest first time offer any of our students have ever received coming out of the program. Would that be worth it? I think it'll be worth it. And I think this is an excellent opportunity for anyone who's looking to make this transition, anyone who's serious about making this transition, to come in, commit themselves, do the work, and have an opportunity to change the trajectory of their life. All right, now I want to take about 15 minutes or so to answer some questions that normally come up during our webinars. So let's go ahead and get into them. Do I have to be technical to work as a Scrum Master? The short answer to this is no, you don't have to be technical to work as a Scrum Master. The role of a Scrum Master is a process-related role. And so you'll be working with a technical team or a team of people doing technical work, and you're just going to be there to make sure that they understand the process of Scrum and are doing their technical work within that process. Now, through working with the team, you will become aware of different technologies, but you won't necessarily need to be an expert, or you won't have to personally work in those technologies yourself. What skills does a Scrum Master need? Well, a good Scrum Master should be a great communicator, should be a good mediator, should be an excellent moderator, should be able to come between two people or two groups of people that may be having conflict and act as kind of a go-between to kind of level out that conversation and help us get to a healthy place and a good understanding of both parties so that we can move forward. A good Scrum Master should also be someone who is time oriented so that they can keep time and make sure that events happen within a time box. And they should also be aware of certain technologies, I'll say. If you're good with Microsoft Outlook, maybe Skype for Business, Microsoft Teams, those are going to be things that you may be using on a daily basis with your team, with your organization. How much time will it take to complete the program? Well, as I said before, fastest I've seen it done is 30 days. Longest is about a year, but a sweet spot is kind of around 3 to 5 months. And so as long as you're putting in the hours, putting in the time, on average, I would say 2 to 3 hours a day, you should finish right in that 3 to 5 month range as well. Am I guaranteed a job when I complete the program? The short answer to this is no. There are no guarantees in life. I don't know how diligently you're going to study the material. We don't know how diligently you're going to be able to retain the material. We don't know how you're going to how well your attendance is going to be in class, how much attention you're going to be paying when we're going through the material. So we cannot guarantee you a job when you complete the program, but I can say that doing this over 3 years now, 70 plus graduates, $21 million in job offers, it's definitely possible. If they can do it, if I can do it, you can do it as well. How do I get a job without any work experience to put on our resume? Well, there are really 3 ways I'd say that we accomplish this in the program. The first way is you're able to use MansaTek Training Academy as an apprenticeship program that you have completed on your resume, as long as you complete all of the work necessary within the program. You can use MansaTek as an apprenticeship program. Secondly, is that as a hiring manager, as an interviewing manager for one of the biggest companies in the world, there are certain things that candidates can put on their resume to make their resumes more attractive to hiring managers, if you will. And so, having not worked in technology before, a lot of times there are skills that you have or things that you have done that correlate directly to things within, we'll say, the role of a Scrum Master. But because you haven't worked in this industry, you don't know how to translate it. And so our instructors, our professionals will help translate your resume and put it into language that is going to stand out for hiring managers. And the final way is that as your senior project, when you're coming through our program, your senior project is going to be to implement Scrum somewhere in your life. That's going to be either at your job, in an organization that you're part of, like maybe your church, maybe a fraternity or sorority or some other place that you are volunteering, but you're going to have a project to implement Scrum. And so that's going to also be something that you can use on your resume as experience, and the confidence that you'll be able to speak to that experience with is going to help you to overcome that issue of not having work experience to use on your resume. What happens if I need longer than 90 days to complete the program? Well, if you need longer than 90 days for only $100 a month, you can extend your access to the curriculum and to our community of practice. What is the website to register? Well, you can go to academy.mansatek.com right now to register for one of our tuition options and get started with us this coming Monday, Wednesday, or Friday in class. Our classes have rolling start dates. Our cohorts are rolling. So depending on what day you enroll, you'll be able to start attending class the next Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and you'll get instant access to the curriculum as soon as you enroll. Do we offer a payment plan? Absolutely, we offer a payment plan, and I'll show that in one of the upcoming screens, but I showed it before, so you can also rewind this video to get to that. I believe it's flexbuy.com/MansaTek to get to that. Can I go over the different packages again? Absolutely, I can. And let's go ahead and go back into those. You can scan that QR code in the bottom right-hand corner to get back to our payment plans. And so first is our self-study tuition package at $3,000. Again, you get access to the online curriculum for 3 months, access to the private Facebook group, professional networking profile, setup instructions, LinkedIn, Monster, Glassdoor, etc. You get our interview prep list. You get our 100+ interview prep questions and answers, our Scrum vocabulary words and definitions, our Scrum Agile cheat sheet, suggested reading audiobook list, and you can extend your access again for just $100 a month. Total value $7,500, but tuition for this self-study package is only $3,000. Next is our group coaching package that is $6,000 in total. You get access to our online curriculum for 3 months. You also get all of the same things from the self-study package, except you get the opportunity to work and study and learn within a group of individuals that's going to be going on this journey with you as well. And I can't tell you how many meaningful relationships have been formed as a result of going through this cohort with a group. Of the 70+ jobs that people have received as a result of going through this program, I can say like 1/3 of those jobs, like 25 of those jobs, have come as a direct result of someone who's in a cohort with someone else that gets a job offer, and their job is still hiring for additional Scrum Masters, and they're able to bring them in or suggest them as someone that should be interviewed, and they get that opportunity to get the job. So I can't tell you how meaningful, how impactful it can be to go through this as a group, that the dynamics of the group, how they're able to hold each other up when they're going through personal struggles or struggles in the curriculum is just amazing. So if you're on the fence of trying to decide between the self-study and the group coaching, by all means, go for the group coaching. The relationships that you're going to build, the friends that you're going to make, are going to be so much more valuable than the $3,000 that you'll save going with the self-study package. So you're going to get everything that you get again in the self-study package, except you're also going to get access to our group coaching calls. That's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Central on Zoom. You're going to get to join an actual Scrum team for 3 months. So you get to see what a Scrum team does every day. You're going to be able to participate in 13 sprints over 3 months. You're going to have an opportunity to run one full sprint as a team Scrum Master. You're also going to get access to over 7 hours of interview audio. You're going to get 3 professional references as a result of this. You're going to get access to our interview boot camp, our 90-minute interview prep. You're going to get access to over 250+ job leads a week, access to our mobile app community, access to the group chat with over 100 Scrum Masters, and you can extend your access again for just $100 a month. Total value of this tuition option, $15,000. But again, the group coaching package is only $6,000. And finally, that brings me to our guided coaching package. Again, you get access to the online curriculum for 3 months with this, as well as everything that's included in the group coaching package, except you also get one-on-one coaching and mentorship from a graduate of the program who is actively working as a Scrum Master. We're also going to get access to our salary negotiation framework that's going to help you negotiate a higher salary. We're also going to get access to our dealing with recruiters framework that's going to help you deal with IT recruiters, which can sometimes be daunting and frustrating. We're also going to get access to over 8 hours of interview video, You're going to have an opportunity to shadow a working Scrum Master for a full 8-hour workday. You're going to get 3 certifications included in this tuition option. That's going to be your SAFE Scrum Master certification, your Certified Scrum Master certification, and your Professional Scrum Master certification. And if you need to extend your access to this package, it's only $100 a month. Total value of this tuition option is $42,700. But again, you can get the one-on-one guided coaching package for just $12,000. Again, if you're ready to register, you can go to academy.mansatek.com. If you need to speak to one of our enrollment advisors, if you've watched this and maybe you're on the fence, you want to maybe talk it over with someone, or you've got a few more questions that you want to ask, you can send a text message to 469-382-5890, and one of our advisors will get back to you, schedule a time to get on the phone with you and answer any questions that you have. Or if you got any questions whatsoever, send us a text message. You're also welcome to connect with me on social media. You can connect with me on Instagram at Adatiba. I post tons of content about Scrum in short form content form. You can also go to scrumlife.com. That's our YouTube page, scrumlife.com. We've got a lot of short as well as long form lessons and information. We'd love for you to subscribe there and be one of our subscribers so you can get access to that content and some of those curriculum nuggets that we drop there. Also, more than welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn. And again, our website is academy.mansatek.com. Send us a text message if you'd love to get on our text mailing list so that you get informed of when we're doing this webinar live, or if we've got any specials going on with our tuition, or any discounts, any coupons that are currently active. Text Scrum to 469-382-5890. Again, text the word Scrum, SCRUM, to 469-382-5890, and you will become a part of our text community and get those updates regularly. Once again, my name is Victor Adatiba with MansaTek Training Academy. I appreciate you for attending this webinar. Have a wonderful day.